Hello, YouTube. I'd like to do a little discussion. We did some cleaning earlier. New bedding for the birds, and these little guys are really getting into getting their own water now and want to eat their own feed. So make sure when you have babies, always give that mother full free choice. She'll know what she needs. Otherwise, most of the rabbits, they only get about a tuna can worth of feed a day. I'll do a video about that. But what I'd like to talk about is the problem with preppers, or the problem with prepping, or the problem with guys like myself. I can point out a few other YouTube guys that I do talk to that are in similar situations that are decently set up. Homesteads or nice little places, or just have a lot of stuff stored back, set away. 90% of things that happen, they're not worried about it. Here's the one thing you gotta really be careful of, guys, because it's one that I find I fall into. I know a lot about a lot, but not enough about what I need sometimes. For instance, chickens are knocking. I know a lot about livestock. And I know a lot about livestock on a very broad spectrum. I know more than the average person would learn in their life about cattle, goats, sheep, rabbits. Rabbits is a little different. I know a lot about rabbits. But chickens, ducks, all sorts of stuff. But I would still not call myself an expert on it. I know a lot about plumbing systems that, as I say that, I'm filling one and I just started to flood. Because, as I say, my shop's on a cistern here. Look at that. We flooded it. Yay. Good job. I know a lot about plumbing. I know tons about 3-inch wells, all sorts of stuff. And I actually have a very complex plumbing system to deal with a lot of problems that I've dealt with. But that being said, I don't know how to deal with this other problem because I've never ran into it. I know a lot about construction, but it all deals with construction I've done. Construction I've learned about. I am aware of these things. And I know that I know enough to be dangerous. I know enough to get myself in trouble. But, which has been a fun thing that's been pointed out several times with talking with Steve from Corsair Trainers about guys saying they know all these things, and then when push came to shove, they didn't follow through. They didn't follow their own rules. And it made you realize that maybe they didn't know what they're really talking about, or practice what you preach, basically. For instance, because we're on a cistern here, my no longer youngest daughter took a bath tonight. What we do with that water is I use that water to fill up the washing machine. I also use it to do, depending on if we have really nasty dishes or whatever, but we'll do a first break up the wash sort of thing. If they're barbecue sauce, or if you have children, you know how much ketchup is on plates. Or just in the buckets to add to flushing water. Because I reuse all that water and I use it as best as I can. But, again, I don't know everything about recycling water. I fully admit it. There's a lot of people out there that you got to watch for that, I know everything about this, and you need to do this, and you need to do that. They don't know. Because maybe they're just like me. Maybe they're a guy like myself that knows a lot more than the average person. And that makes them think they're an expert. I know a lot about working door. I know a lot about body language. I know a lot about how to control a human being. I guarantee I can walk down the road and find 4 more people that would either say they're as good as me, if not better. And they might be right. So what I'm saying, guys, is don't fall into the trap of thinking you know anything. Just be aware that you might be wrong. You might not be an expert on what you think you're an expert on. It's great to keep learning. It's great to know stuff. It's great to share what you know. But there's too many people out there right now that constantly say they know what to do. If it sounds too easy, it sounds too good, and it sounds stupid, probably is. If it's something that is totally against the grain, it might be. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Just keep your stick on the ice. Bye.